Greg, Stephen, and Pearl arrive at the fanciest hotel in Empire City. While they are first met with disdain, with the presentation of a business card that says Mr. Greg Bazillionaire with 3 Z's on it, and a giant wad of cash, the staff quickly changes their tune. Literally. Because there's a song. Now, it's hard to say if they do this with every bazillionaire, but it does seem quite choreographed.
Hey, shake a leg!
Hey, shake a leg!
It's Mr. Greg!
It's Mr. Greg!
And he's here to spend his dough all over the town.
What this song does is it allows us to see what someone like Greg does when they have a lot of money. Obviously, Greg has never been one for material things. We found out in that first number that he's content with his van and his son, and he doesn't really need much else. So, when he gets a lot of money and he decides to splurge, he goes all out. From the giant wad of cash that Stephen throws on the counter at the beginning of this whole thing, to Greg just kind of casually handing the manager a $100 bill after he breaks one of the tables. Not to repair the table, because he mentions just billing it to his bank, so he's giving him $100 to bill his bank, I guess. From buying steak and brie, ignoring the fact that Stephen doesn't really have that fancy a taste palette and Pearl literally doesn't eat, to making tailor-made suits for everyone just to be fancy in the hotel. It's obvious that Greg is trying not to hold on to this money for very long. He's decided to have fun in Empire City with his son, and money isn't an object. As for Pearl, she even starts to relax a little bit. She's very clearly uncomfortable with joining them in the city, but she's happy to spend some time away from the barn, where the Gem's been spending a lot of time lately, and she's always happy to spend time with Stephen. But when Greg asks her to dance, her walls immediately come back up and she leaves. So that is it for this week's song. Tune in next week for next week's song. See you then.
Having fun.
More or less.
So dance with me. Just say
No!